Hi everyone, I have a few notes to share with you before we get started today. So a quick note about grading in digital media. We will do our best to get assignments back to you and graded quickly. We will give you the grade your work deserves, but if you want a better grade, you can always make revisions and resubmit. Remember that most grades are less than stellar the first time just because directions were not followed, so make sure to read directions very carefully. If you do redo an assignment, please email Ms. Mays and Ms. Glatz so that we know you did and we can update your grade for you. Second note here is please close Overcast when you're not actively using it, and this will save your battery, so swipe out of it completely. We really liked learning about you in the surveys that you took. You guys are listening already to lots of different podcasts. Some of the questions that came up from the survey were how to use mics, how to plan to make a podcast, how to publish your podcast, how to keep a conversation going if you're sharing a podcast with someone or interviewing them, finding good topic ideas, how to make it sound good and other sound quality issues, and just know that we're going to answer all of those questions this trimester. So look forward to that. A quick note about listening. So you can absolutely draw or doodle while you listen to podcasts. You don't have to stare at the wall. You have drawing apps on your iPad, or you can use paper while you listen. So a note about today's lesson, we're going to listen more carefully to a few podcasts and think critically about them. This will help us begin to notice what techniques go into making a good podcast. You will be using Pear Deck to answer some questions about various clips from different types of podcasts. Don't forget to stay tuned at the end of this video for your tech tip of the day.
Have you ever made a mistake typing like this right here where I have two L's after the word that, and you click all around and you can't figure out how to get it out of there? Well, I have a tip for you that's going to save you tons of time. Put your cursor somewhere near the mistake and press and hold on the space bar. Notice all your keyboard goes gray, and you can slide right along that row with precision until you get right where you want to be. And then you just let go and hit the backspace and they're gone, just like that. This also works in a web browser. So where here I typed a V in front of the word badger, and again it's hard to select it. I can select all, but I just can't get it. Again, press and hold on that space bar, and then I can slide right over, get rid of the V, and I'm golden. Look at all those cute little badgers. I'm going to show you another quick tip that you may or may not know already, but it makes it easy to see what's missing and find comments on your work in Google Classroom. So I'm going to click on one of my classrooms here and go to the Classwork tab like usual. And then if you see up here in the upper right corner, just below where it shows the Wi-Fi and the battery, there's a square with a little person in it. Looks like a little portrait. If you touch that, it will show you a list of all your work for that class. So you can see that the assignment on top's assigned to me, but I haven't worked on it yet. The second one's been returned to me with a 2, but also you can see the little talk bubble with the 1 on it next to that. That indicates that I have a message from the teacher. So if I have a 2, it's probably a comment on how I can get it to a 3. Let's check it out. Click on your work. Please add the other 4 attachments. Okay, so it tells me I need to do that in order to get a 3. The next one I've completed, and it's been graded and returned. And then the next one says turned in, but it doesn't have a grade. That means it's waiting on your teacher to grade it. And then the last one's missing, so not turned in by you. So that's a quick way to find out what you have left to do. So always use this little icon in the upper right corner with the little person inside to get a list of your work. Super handy.